Hey, hi all. So this is not any video for the particular topic, but the advantage of JavaScript, if your JavaScript is strong, what you can do, how your thought process change. I wanted to showcase you an example of that. I have worked on it, so I wanted to share it with you. Now, if you're following me on LinkedIn, you might be saying like I'm sharing into questions or uh, any job openings. If some of you are sending me job opening from your company that I'm sharing, right? Sometimes I'm sharing just normal some Angular related stuff or .NET related stuff. Sometimes I'm sharing just the post about my YouTube video also, right? Let me quickly show you that. So here you can see yesterday or day before that, I think I have shared SCL intro question. So I got 174 like, 5 comment, 13 repost. So when you repost, so your connection also see this post. And if you are not connected with me, you follow me or you connect with me. So for every post, I get almost, I, I won't say like 100, but average 50 connections I get. So for yesterday's post, I almost got 105 connection. Now, accepting all this, I think in premium, LinkedIn premium, we might have a way where we can accept all the everything one by one. Instead of doing one by one, we might have a way to accept everything. But now in the free one, you cannot accept all. So you have to click on it. So if I have got 105 connections, right? So just click on accept. It will take some time. So I thought like again, it's a web application, right? So what do we have? We have a button here. We just have to click it, correct? So if you go to the show all, you get all the connections. Means you have to scroll so that it will load the remaining. So now you have all the, again, it will load, it won't load all. I think 30 or 40, it will load. Again, you have to come to this page, again, load the remaining one. See, it is loading. Okay. Now you have a page where you have accept button. Now what you need to do, you just need to click on it. That is what you will do normally. So again, as I said, this is a web application. You can create a function where you will find this particular element where button text is accept and you have to click on it. And once you click on it, we have to wait for some time. Then second button you will find and you click on it. And that process has to be in a loop. This is what you will do in JavaScript, right? So same way that I have created a script. Let me explain it. So this is my function. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm adding a delay little bit because once ever I click on accept, we have to wait for some time. That API call has to be there. So see, array from. So document.querySelectorAll. So when we learn JavaScript, some of you might be familiar with document.getElement by ID, getElement by class name, query selector, just like that, query selector all. So what we are doing, we are finding all the button from my particular page. Then we are extracting the text area. Then we are checking if the button text. Now, when you say the button, you get all the button, including this also, this also, this also, this also. Now, what you need? Just the button whose text is accept. So that code is over here. We are checking if the button text, we are iterating on it. See, filter. Okay. So we are just taking the buttons whose text is accept or area label include accept. Then it is visible or not within the offset. It is within the viewport. It is visible or not. If it is there, we are filtering on it. So we got a button which are for accept. Then if one more check I have added, if length is 0, I'm showing no access button. Then we are moving to the top to that particular button. Wherever that button is there, we are moving to the top. Then I'm adding a delay. So this delay, whatever I have created over here. Then I'm starting a delay. Then button click. So here you got the button. Now you have to trigger that click event. Instead of manually clicking on it, from JavaScript, you are clicking on it. And that's the counter I'm editing. So same process will iterate. Now let me show you the demo. So how do you run it? Open the console. Now I have it already. I just turn to key press up. Okay. Now you see it. Even if I scroll down now, it will come to the top because of this scroll top. Okay. Because of this code. Now see, once I execute this function, see it came to stop. First connection got accepted. Second, see, one by one. So that is why there are so many scenarios, or you might have seen ki either you are an Angular developer or a React.js developer. So JavaScript will be always there. Why JavaScript is always in demand? Because that thought process, web application, how does it work, right? So that thing should be there. Okay. So I wanted to have you an example like, and same thing like that. Now I have used Cloud to reply all to the messages. I had messages around 150 people have messaged, including the premium one and the normal one. uh, Even though I mention it like, uh, how do we apply to the particular job, I mention it like, yeah, you can apply it on the screen, this is the link, right? But still people message, right? Sometimes people want to check with me that if I have any referral person who can refer directly, right? So I get so many messages, and replying to them everything is not possible, because when I share the job post, almost 100 people will message me. So I have used Cloud extension to reply it. But before that, I had created a script also, which was replying. So I had a message for the particular post. Then I used to message it. And that was also in the iteration. It was happening automatically. So now you can see 24 connection has been accepted. So I don't have to do it manually. Maybe in the premium plan, they might have way that accept all. But in normal plan, we don't have it. So because of JavaScript, I was able to think. Now, those who are using AI most of the time to complete our job. So AI is going to write most of the code, but the direction, sometimes AI might come up with the proper solution or not, but the direction you have to give. So if you don't have basic fundamentals clear in your head, how you will provide the direction? Yeah, take this approach, add these checks, right? What you need to do, how you will find the button. So this everything you have to think. Then you will explain it to the AI. Then AI might come up with the solution, right? But again, if you thinking like this will ultimately helps you in interview, because in interview right now it's not like what is question, so much of scenario based questions are coming in nowadays, right? So you have to be, what do we say, ready with any type of question. Okay, got it. So I hope this is a small function, but the code what I have written you might have understood, and why you should invest your energy into JavaScript. Get your fundamental at the right place. JavaScript helps you a proper way. If you are good with JavaScript now, you can work with Angular, React, Next, you name it. All the JavaScript framework, even Node.js API development also, because ultimately it's a function, right? So work on JavaScript. If you are Angular or React developer, anyway, you have to, if you have to clear the interview, you have to learn JavaScript, right? And not just the basic, the advanced part, hosting, closure, promises. What are the ES6 feature, different types of function, asynchronous function, right? Async await, pure function, callback function. So many people still are not clear about what is callback function and what is pure function. First class function, self-executing function, higher order function, right? Sometimes these are just jargon. You might be knowing it, but you don't know, yeah, this thing is called that, right? So if you are preparing, be focused on JavaScript. That is the first step. If you are not able to answer JavaScript question, even though you are master in Angular or React, that won't matter. Interviewer will not go ahead with your interview if you are not able to answer JavaScript question. Okay. So I hope this information was helpful to you. How do we do automate? And it's a very good example of automation. So you can see it is accepting all the requests one by one, 60, 61 almost accepted. So I don't have to click on manually. Just like that, consider I have around 150 of message and I have to reply it. Every time I need to open it, message. That script was also there, but it was working for around 10 to 12 connection. Then it was breaking somehow. So I didn't do that. Then I got the cloud extension and that was doing it for me. Basically, whatever I was writing the code, cloud extension is also having that code. It was finding the particular element, then it was clicking on it, adding the message, and then click on send on it. So what I did over here, that cloud extension was doing it. Okay. Fine. Thank you. That's it.